And welcome out here to Albany as we are just a couple minutes away from high school baseball action. Tonight it'll be East Atchison visiting your hometown Albany Warriors. Tonight is senior night, so we will have that going on before the game. We will recognize our spring seniors, but before we get to that, let us take a moment to thank all of our sponsors who make it possible for us to bring you high school baseball action here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Pettijohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company of Albany, Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sand Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls in Albany, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany, Sublime Formal Wear in Albany, East Fork Lodge and the Legacy Event Center in Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Mosaic Medical Center in Albany. Vote yes on Proposition Warriors Care, City of Albany, Williams Construction in Albany, Main Street Albany, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany School District, the Craig, Fairfax, and Tarkio School Districts, and the Prairie News Shopper, both in Albany. So once again, it is East Atchison. They come in with a record of 4-2. Albany comes in with a record of 2-4. I'm Brett Williams, joined as always with Jared Rolvis. And Jared, as we are looking to, the Warriors looking for a win tonight here on senior night.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of a tough time so far this season. They played some really good competition, though. Let's not put it away there. But they played some really good teams, had some losses to Putnam County, Plattsburgh. Northeast Nottoway was kind of one where they had a lead. Northeast Nottoway ended up coming back. That's kind of one they kind of wish that they had back, and then lost to Cameron in their last game. Really over a week ago with all the weather and stuff. That has happened along with the Easter holiday. Warriors finally getting back into action again tonight. A little bit of drizzle that we'll be dealing with tonight, some cloudy skies, but other than that, look to have a good game today here against a really tough East Atchison team. They come in, as you said already, a record of 4-2 on the season. Their two losses are to South Holt and Auburn, Nebraska. Don't really know much about those two, but they do have wins against 3 GRC teams already. Over Stanberry, over St. Joseph Christian, who has notoriously been pretty much one of the top-tier teams in the GRC West, and then over North Andrew as well. And then the one win that each team have in common is the win over Platte Valley that East Atchison had yesterday.
Yeah, so East Atchison looking to continue their early season momentum. Albany looking to kind of get back on track, fight back a little bit more to 500. We'll have more here on your BTC Bank pregame here in just a moment. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
Hager with a full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
Up here by Jimmy Pompa. His shot at the buzzer. Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 to today, right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. Looking for the best deals right here at home? You'll find it in the New Shopper. Every week, the New Shopper brings you community updates, local events, and money-saving bargains from businesses you know and trust. Whether you're checking out sales, finding services, or just staying connected with your neighbors, the New Shopper keeps you in the loop. Want your message in every home? Advertise in the New Shopper, where community shops first.
On Tuesday, April 7th, Albany voters have an important decision to make.
Voting yes on the Albany R3 school district bond issue means investing in critical safety upgrades and long overdue facility improvements. This proposal will replace aging windows in both schools, address drainage and flood mitigation issues, upgrade essential building systems, and improve lighting for learning and safety for all.
Many of our facilities have reached the end of their expected lifespan.
This May, AHS will graduate our 100th class. Voting yes in April will improve our schools so we can graduate 100 more. Vote yes for 100 more years of AHS. This message was brought to you by Warriors Care. Mr. Cody Manring, Treasurer.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for this matchup here between the 275 and the GRC West and the East Atchison Wolves and the Albany Warriors. And we'll get set here for the start of your senior night festivities here in just a moment as East Atchison finishes up their infield. And then after that, we'll take a quick break before we start in with your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups, followed by the national anthem and then your Smith Prudential Financial first pitch here tonight from Albany. Again, there will be 5 seniors that will be recognized tonight here for senior night. So we welcome all of you in here watching tonight here on Albany TV, staying indoors where it is nice and warm compared to being out here where it's cold and a little rainy today, which is kind of what we expect here for spring baseball. And again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with Brett Williams tonight. And Brett, as we take a look, we've kind of talked about a little bit there before we went to break. A lot of weather has already occurred so far in this baseball season. Tomorrow, well, let's go over the rest of the week. So Thursday's game against Princeton at Princeton, a GRC West conference game, is tentatively rescheduled. So the way we put that is the game has been moved up to tomorrow if the field conditions are okay in Princeton. If not, their game could be moved, potentially back again to Thursday. Still with the weather impending for Thursday, that is kind of what we're looking at. And then also on Friday, the game here at home against North Nottoway also looks like there could be some weather that could affect it. So the rest of the week kind of is up in the air, but it looks like we will be tomorrow in Princeton for a 5 o'clock start for the GRC West Conference game between Princeton and Albany.
Yeah, that's kind of the nature of the beast this time of year. You just kind of have to deal with reschedulings and bad weather. It's kind of been raining off and on here the past couple of minutes, so that's just kind of that's what you expect at this time of year. I mean, the weather's not always going to be great. We were kind of spoiled there early in the season with some great weather, but we knew that wouldn't last forever.
Well, we talked about it in that first game of the year that was played again at noon. We talked about how many times are we going to have 70-degree weather, and we said we could probably count them on one hand. So far, we have just the one. So we'll continue to keep a tally on that for the rest of the season, but this is more kind of the baseball that we usually expect for the beginning of baseball season.
Yeah, usually the type of weather we had that first game is what you expect when districts rolls around. But yeah, this is much more much more expected this time of year. Of course, we would like it to be a little bit warmer, but hey, it's you just got to play through it.
And right now, according to the weather app, 51 degrees and cloudy, feels like 38 with a 15-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east to southeast. Wind gusts up to about 23 miles per hour, and as we talked about, are a little bit of some sprinkles that are going on here as well. So it is kind of, if you notice that there's a little bit different of a vantage point today in the game, that is because we are kind of pushed back underneath the covering today to try and keep the equipment out of these sprinkles as much as we can. So
yeah, the field itself has got to be pretty damp too. Obviously, we got a ton of rain over the weekend.
On Thursday, I came down here and it looked like a lake. And I talked with head coach Dustin Worrell. He said the same thing. That's exactly how he described the field as well. It looked like a lake out here, but as he put it, the field also could have used some rain, and it's taken in really well. The field looks great here for this ball game today.
Yeah, just all that rain right before the weekend or even during the weekend. Just, of course, it did kind of need a little bit of rain. It was pretty dry there, but then we had some more rain today, so not a whole lot of time for the field to dry out. But, yeah, you're right. It does look pretty nice or pretty good considering, I mean, how much rain we got last week.
Yes. So it looks like East Atchison is about set to finish up their in-field practice here, so we will get set to recognize our 2026 spring seniors here on this senior night. One senior is not here, so we will go ahead and congratulate Paul Papa not attending here the senior night festivities tonight. There will be 5 seniors that we'll be recognizing. 3 here from the baseball program, 2 from the track program, 1 also plays boys golf, and then 1 for track as well. So let's go ahead and listen now into the senior night festivities. And good evening. Welcome to Albany as we honor our senior spring athletes. Let's meet our seniors. Shay Miller. Shay is the son of Bobby and Ashley Miller. Shay has been involved in baseball, football, basketball, and student council for 4 years, as well as track and National Honor Society for 2 years. Shay is a member of the Darlington Baptist Church and is a Boy Scout working towards his Eagle Scout. He plans on attending Northwest Missouri State University and majoring in secondary education. His favorite memory is when he wore his glasses to look like Porter his junior year. Up next is Jace Palmer. Jace is the son of Jesse and Tina Palmer. Jace has been involved in football for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, golf for 3 years, track for 3 years, and baseball for 1 game. He plans to attend the University of Nebraska to pursue a degree in agriculture. Jace's favorite memory is being on the baseball team for 1 game. Up next is John Rigney. John is the son of Glenn and Amanda Hamilton. John has been involved in baseball and basketball for 4 years, FFA 3 years, and FBC Youth Group for 5 years. He plans to attend Tarkio Tech for HVAC. John's favorite memory is throwing out a runner at home last year at Tarkio. Up next is Alexis Sider. Alexis is the daughter of Elsie and Tanya Williams. She has been involved in 4 years of softball, 4 years of varsity cheer, 3 years of competition cheer, 2 years track, 2 years of National Honor Society, 1 year as secretary, and 1 year as student council secretary. Her plans after high school are to attend college and study health sciences. Her favorite memory is going to state and track her freshman year. Our final senior is Dalton Worrell. Dalton is the son of Dustin and Jamie Worrell. Dalton has participated in baseball and basketball for 4 years. His plans are to attend college and play baseball after graduation. His favorite memory is everyone going to his house to goof off after games. Seniors, thank you for your hard work, dedication, and enthusiasm. We are happy to have you as a part of this team, and we look forward to seeing what your future holds. Your 2026 Spring Seniors. We'll be back in just a moment with tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups and your Smith Prudential Financial first pitch when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
Prom night, wedding bells, the moments you'll remember forever start with the perfect look. This prom and wedding season make it easy with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From sharp, stylish tuxedo rentals that fit just right to beautiful corsages and boutonnieres designed to match your colors perfectly, Briar Patch has everything you need to complete your special day. Local service, personal attention, picture-perfect details. Stop by Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany and get ready to look your best when it matters most.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for your starting lineups today, brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Remember, today's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. We'll have your starting lineups here in just a moment as we wait for the meeting at home plate to finish here. And then we'll have our national anthem played or performed by the Albany High School Band, a recording of theirs anyway. So as they break up the meeting and home plate between the coaches as they exchange lineup cards, let's go ahead and take a look at today's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup. And again, welcome out here to Albany as we take a look at today's starting lineup, starting with the visiting East Atchison Wolves. Leading off, number 5 at second base, Caden Nelson. Batting second in center field, number 4, Mason McMahon. Batting third, doing the pitching, number 7, Josh Schleter. Batting fourth at first base, number 21, Tate Johnson. Batting Batting fifth, that designated hitter, number 20, Axel Slimp. Batting sixth at third base, number 14, Braden Smith. Batting seventh in right field, number 15, Tian Hanna. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 8, Carter Oswald. Batting ninth, doing the catching, number 10, Brody Winahan. And starting in left field, number 12, Parker Livengood. And now the starting lineups for your Albany Warriors. Leading off at shortstop, number 8, Barrett Worrell. Batting second, doing the pitching, number 1, Landon Hawkins. Batting third, at catcher, number 7, Dalton Worrell. Batting fourth, at third base, number 5, Carter Danner. Batting fifth, at second base, number 4, Jay Anthony. Batting sixth, at first base, number 17, Shea Miller. Batting seventh in right field, number 21, William Fish. Batting eighth in center field, number 31, John Rigney. And rounding out the lineup in left field, number 9, Zayden Palmer. And if you would please stand and remove cover for the playing of today's national anthem.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See shelter agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And we are moments away here from your Smith Prudential Financial first pitch here on Albany TV. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second lineup, or a second look at the lineups here. First for East Atchison, leading things off will be Caden Nelson. Rounding out the top third of the order will be Mason McMahon and Josh Schluter. The 4, 5, and 6 spots will be Tate Johnson, Axel Slimp, and Braden Smith. And then rounding out the lineup in the 7, 8, 9 spots will be Tian Hanna, Carter Oswald, and Brody Winahan. Defensively, for the Warriors, starting with the outfield, it'll be Zayden Palmer in left, John Rigney in center, and William Fish in right. Moving to the infield, Carter Danner at third, Barrett Worrell at short, Jay Anthony at second, and Shea Miller at first base. Doing the pitching today will be the freshman Landon Hawkins, and catching him will be Dalton Worrell. First pitch from Hawkins is up there for ball one. That was your Smith Prudential Financial first pitch. Remember to start your future retirement on the right track. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. 1-0 is missed for ball two.
Yeah, 51 degrees as we said here today. Feels like 38 with that 15-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east to southeast, blowing out towards left center field.
That was right down the middle for ball or strike one.
So don't see blowout too often here on a cold day, but that's what we have here today.
This is going to be hit out of play. That's actually going to stay in play, but still foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Caden Nelson.
That's how even during warm-ups or during infield practice that we saw one leave the field as East Atchison's coach, Cal Nichols, hit one out to center field.
Yeah.
Don't see that very often.
No. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. Full count here to the leadoff hitter for the Wolves. Three-two pitch inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for East Atchison.
And Hawkins is kind of coming in here today after not pitching for a little while because even the last week that the Warriors did play, he wasn't available to pitch, had some arm problems, but said he was feeling fine today, back in the lineup and out on the mound here for the Warriors.
I'll bring up the 2-hitter, Mason McMahon. He'll check Nelson over at first base. He gets back in safely. Misses ball 1.
So Nelson not taking too big of a lead over at first base with the arm of Dalton Worrell behind the plate.
As McMahon swings and misses at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses for ball 2.
We'll have to say for the fans that are here today, nobody should really complain about their seating because if you want a better seat, there's a few available here. Not the largest of crowds today here on this cold day.
Check Nelson again, and he will again dive back in safely. That one swung on and popped up high in the air, but that's going to get out of play on the left field side. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Mason McMahon, the Wolf center fielder. This is ball 3, so the second straight full count here that Hawkins has given up. We'll see here if he gives up a second straight walk.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about it with the other games that are expected here for the Warriors this week.
This is going to be popped up in the infield. It's going to stay fair, and they're going to double off Nelson. I'm not sure. He didn't know where the ball was, and that's about the easiest double play you're going to get. The Warriors get 2 outs quickly there.
As I was saying, though, for Hawkins having 2 full counts to start the game, not a good thing when Warriors already have 2 more games scheduled for this week, and pitching depth is not quite usually in their favor, but especially with the conference game tomorrow, you don't know exactly how long of a leash Hawkins will have today.
He'll appeal down to first, and he did go. Josh Sluter, the opposing pitcher. So it's a 1-0 count. Or sorry, 0-1 count. He'll ground this one to shortstop. Barrett Worrell, who usually plays center field, scoops up that ground ball and throws over to first base in time. So the Warriors make nothing of that leadoff walk. They get the double play and retire the side in order as we will head to the bottom of the first here in a moment on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome out again here to Albany as we are moments away from beginning the bottom half of the first inning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Warriors lineup here in this one. The top third of the order will be Barrett Worrell, Landon Hawkins, and Dalton Worrell. The 4, 5, and 6 will be Carter Danner, Jay Anthony, and Shea Miller. And the 7, 8, 9 will be William Fish, John Rigney, and Zayden Palmer. Defensively for the Wolves, out in left field will be Parker Livengood. In center field will be Mason McMahon, and out in right field will be Tian Hanna. At third base for the Wolves will be Braden Smith. At shortstop will be Carter Oswald, Caden Nelson holding things down at second base, and Tate Johnson's over at first base. Doing the pitching today for East Atchison will be Josh Schleter, and doing the catching will be Brody Winahan. So it's the game's knotted up here at 0-0. Warriors trying to make something of their first time at the plate.
And for the Warriors, they're coming in, as we said, a little over a week's break in games. So see how their bats come alive, see how their bats come out looking here in this first game back. Again, a long week here of baseball here on Albany TV and for the Warriors. And if they can get their bats going here today, hopefully that carries on. Then again, the conference game tomorrow, and then if they have that game on Thursday as well, or Friday as well.
Yeah, I definitely want to try and get some momentum built up. Again, they're 2-4. Don't want to drop too far below 500 because then you're just fighting just to catch up the rest of the season. So kind of a big game here, and then obviously the conference game tomorrow will be a big one as Barrett Worrell will step into the left-handed batter's box. One of the better hitters on this Warrior team. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1.
As we saw in the first couple of games of the season, the top of the order really is kind of top-heavy towards the offense. But last couple of games, even the bottom of the order has been able to get some things going offensively as that one's fouled off down the left field side.
Got one on the outside of the plate there and just went right with it, but hit it and fouled out of play. Another one on the outside part of the plate is going to hit it right to the left fielder. It's going to drop right in front of him, and that will be a leadoff single there for Barrett Worrell. Nice job there to just take one off the edge of the plate and just go right along with it to the opposite field.
That's always good to see an early base runner get things going here for the Warriors and see how much they try and test the arm of Winahan behind the plate here early.
Yeah, we know both Worrells are a threat to go as Landon Hawkins in the box, and they'll check Worrell right away, but he gets back in time.
Warriors have run into some outs here on the base pass this season, and not typical of what we've seen from them most years, but.
And he will line this one into right field. That one's going to get down as well. Barrett Worrell had to kind of pause to make sure that one wasn't caught, but 2 leadoff singles to the opposite field here for the Warriors.
Yeah, a little hit and run action it looked like there, and just kind of got it under a little bit and gave a chance there for the right fielder Hanna to come in to make a play, but it fell in front of him, and now 2 runners on with the senior Dalton Worrell coming to bat.
Yeah, they really set the table for him, so big opportunity here early in the game for Albany. First pitch to Worrell. It's going to be fouled back behind home plate. Owen's outside, ball 1.
Send Landon Hawkins might have to watch out a little bit on first base. He had a long secondary lead off that pitch with a runner on second, but wouldn't take much for that first baseman to slide in behind him as that one's fouled off again down the left field side.
Just count 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is going to get by the catcher, and the batter's going to be out, but both runners will advance on the passed ball there. Actually, it's more of a wild pitch, but still a strikeout there for Dalton Worrell.
Still at least advance the runners,
Yeah.
not how not the productive out that you were wanting to advance the runners, but still the out advances the runners, which is what you want with the number 4 hitter coming up.
It's a rare strikeout for Dalton there, and now 1 out, runners on second and third here for Carter Danner. That one's in there, strike 1. Danner, the third baseman, and the cleanup hitter in this Warrior lineup. One swung on and missed. Now Danner in a bit of a hole here. No balls, 2 strikes, trying to get the Warriors on the board here. Can't let an opportunity like this pass you by.
And if you're going to put it in play, put it in play towards the right side if you can.
Swung on and missed. Second straight strikeout there for Josh Sleeter.
Well, that's kind of what coaches want. If you're going to put it in play there with 1 out, you're going to put it down that first base, second base side towards right field.
Yeah, it's all on Jay Anthony. Got to find a way to get on base here and hopefully score some runs here for the Warriors. That one's in the dirt, ball 1.
2 runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. Looking to break the scoreless tie.
In there, strike 1. One is going to be tipped foul, and it looked like it caught Winahan there on the back of the leg. He's going to kind of walk this off a little bit. Umpire's going to give him a second to kind of walk that one out.
Yeah, kind of tipped off, bounced up, kind of hit him right on the inside part of the thigh, it looks like.
So as Jay Anthony will step back into the box, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Warriors at risk of letting a golden opportunity go to waste here. And this will be lined down the third base line, but it's going to tail just foul as Barrett Worrell kind of had to jump out of the way of that one as it went foul. So nice job by Anthony to stay alive. Fought off a tough pitch there. It was just a little bit out in front of it and kind of pulled it foul. Fouled off again. Anthony will continue to battle.
Yeah, continues to keep this at bat alive with those 2 runners in scoring position, though, with 2 outs. And really trying not to let this chance to bring in some runs squander away.
That one's upstairs. Swung on and missed. So after the Warriors got 2 singles to lead off the inning, the next 3 batters all strike out swinging, and the Warriors can't make anything of it as we head to the top of the second. Still tied 0-0 when we come back in a moment.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winter Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
Set here to begin the second inning here from Albany. It'll be Tate Johnson, Axel Slimp, and Braden Smith leading off the inning here in this scoreless ball game. And Tate Johnson takes one way inside and hits a rocket in foul territory.
That one just missed, kind of going into the Warrior dugout too, and those are always the dangerous ones when they go in there.
Yeah.
Rattle around, and of course not too many players in that dugout to get hit whenever Warriors are out on the field.
Calvin gets by Dalton Worrell, and that's going to be ball one. Fouls this one off.
Good for Landon to get a quick 1-2 count here and get a quick out after having a couple of full counts to start out the first inning.
This again will be on the inside part of the plate, and once again Johnson will fight it off and hit a foul ball. That one's low and away, ball two.
Good decision, though, after Johnson was in front of the off-speed pitch to go back to the fastball outside on that last pitch.
2-2 again will be fouled off, and Johnson was way out in front of that one and just caught it off the edge, off the end of the bat. But nonetheless stays alive here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that one off again.
Johnson's doing a good job of keeping the at-bat alive, but that is just racking up the pitch count here on Hawkins.
That one's called ball 3. Another full count here.
The reason I say that, I believe the pitch count in order to pitch the next day, which would be the conference game with it being moved up, is 30 pitches. So.
And that will be ball 4, the second walk surrendered of the day by Landon Hawkins.
One's right there. I mean, that one could go either way almost. But that one just above the letters.
And that'll bring up Axel Slimp, the DH here. This will be popped up into center field. John Rigney moving back on it and will make the catch just in front of the wall. And Tate Johnson will retreat back to first base.
Yeah, that one was given a ride there by Slimp, but wind keeps it in the park just enough, and enough room for Rigney to pull it down in center.
And that'll bring up Braden Smith here, batting with 1 out and 1 on. They'll check Johnson over at first base, and he dives back in time. That one's in there, and they'll throw over again. But once again, Johnson's back safely. That one was a called strike one on Braden Smith.
Yeah, the throw down there from Dalton Worrell down to Shane Miller. Johnson just able to get underneath that tag.
This will be popped up out of play. Umpire showing off the arm there. That one's going to be in the dirt. Dalton Worrell searching for it. And that one bounced way high in the air. And that's going to allow Johnson to advance to second base.
Yeah, that one kind of hit off of Worrell and bounced up in the air. Couldn't quite find where it was going to fall at. It stayed up in the air for a long time, and that gave Johnson plenty of time to take second.
This will be swung on and hit hard down the third base line. That's going to score Tate Johnson. And Braden Smith will round first base, play at second. Throw is going to be in time, and they get Braden Smith trying to stretch that into a double.
So it's an RBI single there for Smith, but thrown out trying to advance to second base. So it's a 1-0 lead here for East Atchison, but now with 2 outs as the right fielder, Tian Hanna, will come to bat.
So that's the second out of the inning, and Tian Hanna now batting with nobody on and 2 out. But the Wolves now lead 1-0. Swing at the first pitch, ground it to third. Danner has a little bit of trouble with it, throws over to first base in time. Nice job by Danner to stay with it. So that's out number 3, but not before East Atchison gets on the board first here. They lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second here in a moment on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out to Albany as we are moments away from the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be Shane Miller, William Fish, and John Rigney leading things off here in the inning. The Warriors did surrender a run there in the last inning, so looking to get that back and then some here in this inning, but still early. However, the Warriors have got to be kind of feeling that missed opportunity from the last inning.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. You kind of go into it going, man, you had the opportunity. You had 2 runners in scoring position, just 1 out, and let it get away with nothing. And now all of a sudden you look at the bottom of the next inning, you're down 1-0.
That one is ball 1. It's taken for a strike. Swung on and missed. One-two pitch. It's going to be fouled off the knob of the bat.
Yeah, a little excuse me swing there, just kind of trying to keep himself from being hit, and the ball kind of came in, hit off that end of that bat, and tips away.
This is going to come in and hit Shea. He will advance to first.
Not the first time Miller's been hit on the season. Probably won't be the last. He tends to like to attract some of those balls that are inside.
And that'll be that'll bring up William Fish to bat here. He will line this one to the third baseman, Braden Smith, and he's not going to be able to field it cleanly. It's going to go all the way to the grass. Carter Oswald will bring it back in. So William Fish will advance on the error there.
Yeah, with that error now, a big one against East Atchison's puts runners at first again and second with nobody out as Rigney comes up to bat.
The Warriors have had Rigney square around a bunt before. We'll see if they have that on here. And he will. And that one was outside, but Rigney still offers at it, can't get it down. So it's 0-1.
Yeah, you kind of saw him as he pulled back. It's like, I should have pulled it back, but
now he's swinging away. That one's in there, strike two.
Yeah, one there on the outside part of the plate. Just looked at it now. Anything close here with an 0-2 count.
Swung on a miss, strike three.
And that time got chasing just upstairs.
I'll bring up the nine-hole hitter, Zayden Palmer. He swings and misses at the first pitch. That one's outside, ball one.
Now, I will say the difference with whenever we had Barrett Worrell and Landon Hawkins on first and second, a little bit different kind of running as that one misses upstairs. Then you would have, well, you've got Shea and William on the base pass. Not quite the same type of speed that you would expect. So how they run and what decisions on when they run could be
2-1 is swung on and missed.
Could be a little interesting to see what Coach Worrell has them do here. But Miller does have a couple of stolen bases on the season, as I say that, so.
2-2 pitch into Palmer, swung on a miss, strike three. So in the bottom of the first inning, the Warriors got 2 leadoff base runners, and then the next 3 hitters struck out. Once again, the Warriors have had 2 leadoff base runners, and now the last 2 batters have struck out. So the Warriors trying to not repeat that here in this one as Barrett Worrell comes up to bat. He singled to lead off the game, or lead off the last inning.
Single right out to left field.
This is in the dirt, ball one.
It's still just 2 hits so far for the Warriors as Miller was able to get on by a hit by pitch and Fish able to get on due to the E5.
Inside. Is going to be hit once again into left field, just out past the outstretched glove of Carter Oswald. They're not going to have a play at the plate as the throw is cut off. Shane Miller slides in safely to tie up the game.
I'm not certain if the catcher Winahan was very happy that his pitcher cut that one off. There could have been a play there.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a play for a minute there, but nonetheless, this is an RBI single for Barrett Worrell.
So that tied the game here at 1-1 as Hawkins will come up to bat.
Hawkins also singled there in the bottom of the first inning. Hawkins swings and misses at that one. He was stepping out of the box all the way as that pitch came in. Not sure what was happening there. You don't really see him do that a whole lot. Swings and misses at that one. 0-2. In the dirt, ball one.
So Warriors have gotten one back here in the second, but still again have a runner in scoring position. Can they get another 2-out hit here to take the lead?
That one misses, ball two. Two-two's low, moves the count full.
Well, Hawkins moves it all the way back to a full count here with 2 on and 2 out.
Swung on a miss, strike three. Landon Hawkins strikes out there, but not before the Warriors tie up the game. We head to the third inning here, all tied up at 1 here in a moment on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
Hager with a full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
Up here by Jimmy Pompa. His shot at the buzzer.
Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 to today, right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. Looking for the best deals right here at home? You'll find it in the New Shopper. Every week, the New Shopper brings you community updates, local events, and money-saving bargains from businesses you know and trust. Whether you're checking out sales, finding services, or just staying connected with your neighbors, the New Shopper keeps you in the loop. Want your message in every home? Advertise in the New Shopper, where community shops first.
Ready to start the third inning here from Albany. It's a 1-1 ball game, and it will be Carter Oswald leading things off here in the inning for East Atchison.
Warriors able to get one back there in the bottom of the second. They tie this game up here, going to the third.
Landon Hawkins back out on the mound, and the first pitch is going to be hit into shallow center field, and a great effort there by Barrett Worrell, but just cannot quite haul that one in.
Yeah, just over his glove there at short.
So that'll be a leadoff single for Carter Oswald here. That'll bring up Brody Winahan. This will be fouled off.
The inside pitch kind of tried fighting it off.
This will be hit hard into left field, and again, it's just past the outstretched glove of Barrett Worrell, and another single here for the Wolves.
Barrett Worrell's able to cover a lot of ground, but those are just missing him. Maybe about 2 inches taller, maybe able to reach out to grab that one, maybe able to snag the one out of the air on the other one, but again, 2 hits, the first hits of the game here from East Atchison coming from their 8 and 9 hitters here in the third inning.
He's getting great reads on the ball, just can't quite get there in time, and that'll bring up Caden Nelson to bat. The lineup flips over. That one misses, ball one. Nelson walked to lead off the game back in the first inning. That one's in there, strike one. This will be hit to the second baseman, Jay Anthony. He'll get the out at second base, and then they throw behind the runner at third, but Oswald will get back in time. So the Warriors get the out at second base. Nelson reaches first on the fielder's choice.
So now bases are runners on third and first, one out.
That'll bring up Mason McMahon. McMahon had that pop out to Dalton Worrell, and then Nelson got doubled off trying to get back to first base.
I'd expect him to probably take off here on this first pitch with a runner on third and just one out. Looks like Nelson taking a nice lead over at first.
That one's in there, strike one.
Elected not to go on the first pitch.
This will be chopped to the shortstop. If they can get this double play, the run won't count, but they're not going to have a play at first base. They do get the out at second.
So RBI fielder's choice there for McMahon gives East Atchison now the 2-1 lead here in the top half of the third.
So East Atchison reclaims the lead here at 2-1, as that'll bring up Josh Schleter. First pitch is in there. And they'll check, they'll have to throw over to first base, and it's going to get by Shea Miller. McMahon will advance to second.
I don't think Miller was expecting it. Either was I. I kind of turned away and missed that throw over there.
This will be lined back to the catcher. Back to the pitcher, Landon Hawkins. He'll knock it down and then throw over to first base there for out number 3. And that will do it here for this inning, as Josh Schleter grounds out back to the pitcher, but not before East Atchison reclaims the lead 2-1. We go to the bottom of the third here in a moment.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
There's something special happening in downtown Albany. Our small town charm, our local businesses, and our historic Main Street are the heart of our community. And now we're investing in the future. From restoring storefronts to supporting entrepreneurs to creating new places for families and visitors to gather, Main Street Albany is leading the revitalization of our downtown. When you shop local, volunteer, or support Main Street projects, you're helping build a stronger, brighter Albany for generations to come. Join us as we keep moving forward. Main Street Albany, investing in our community, restoring our history, and building our future.
Are you needing more space in your home and looking to remodel, or just start from scratch and have your dream home built? Then contact Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany. Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany can help you with all of your building needs. Big or small, they do it all at Williams Construction LLC and Electric. Contact them today at 660-483-0255 or 660-726-2417.
Back here in Albany, the Warriors trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Dalton Worrell, Carter Danner, and Jay Anthony here leading off the inning. Dalton Worrell is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. In fact, all of these hitters struck out in the last, their last time up. That one's in there, strike one. This will be grounded weakly to the shortstop. It'll be Carter Oswald scooping it up and trying to make a hard throw over to first base, but kind of sailed on him there. And Tate Johnson can't knock it down. It'll be leadoff base runner here for the Warriors.
And Johnson got a little lucky there at first as that one bounced back off the fence towards him. I mean, otherwise Dalton could maybe take that and run towards second, but that one took a East Atchison bounce back towards the field, and Dalton not able to really even turn around first base.
That'll bring up Carter Danner to bat. And it's Worrell who will take off but get back to first base, as that pitch to Danner was in there for a strike.
He got a little indecisive there right as Winahan was about to throw it, and Dalton able to get back safely.
Again, Worrell will take off now. He'll actually go to second base, and the throw gets by into center field, but a nice backup there by Mason McMahon to make sure that Worrell couldn't go past second base. So it'll be a 1-1 count to Danner.
So again, another runner in scoring position here for the Warriors. Now with nobody out.
Swung on and missed, strike two.
First 2 innings, Warriors have been able to get their 2 first batters on base. They've got the first one on here in the third. Let's see if Danner can continue that trend.
Swung on and missed, strike three. Carter Danner strikes out, and that will be the first out of the inning, as that'll bring up Jay Anthony, who also struck out in his last at bat. That one's high and tight, ball one.
Anthony having to pull his head back out to get away to that one.
That one just misses, ball two.
These two teams have quite a few players that met up in the basketball games that these two teams played in towards the end of February.
That one misses, ball three. 3-0 count now to Anthony.
As said, Warriors were able to win in both of those games over East Atchison in very close games, and got a little contested a couple of times, but
they'll check Worrell again at second base. He gets back in safely.
As they clean off the second base bag there real quick. Now they're ready to go.
And Worrell will take off for third base. Throw is not going to be in time. It is knocked down by the third baseman Smith, but a nice job there by Worrell. Another stolen base.
So now you've got a runner sitting at third base with one out, and a 3-1 count here to Anthony with Miller on deck. If he's not going to walk, you want to put one again towards that first, second base side of the field.
And that one is taken, ball four.
So now runners on the corners here for the Warriors.
That'll bring up Shea Miller. He got hit by a pitch and then scored the Warriors' only run there in the last inning. That one's in the dirt.
Anthony electing not to take off on the first pitch of the at-bat with one out and a runner on third. Anthony has some sneaky speed over there as he'll take off for second, no throw.
Pitch to Shea was a ball. 2-0 count now to the Warrior first baseman. Pitching to him is going to be inside, ball 3.
Almost took another one there. That one, though, more towards his knee, not usually the spot you want to take one.
To Shea upstairs, ball 4, second straight walk. Surrendered by Josh Schleter.
Looks like we're going to have a Petty John Auto Center visit to the mound here for East Atchison.
Remember, during this visit to the mound, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We'll be back here in a moment.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
On Tuesday, April 7th, Albany voters have an important decision to make.
Voting yes on the Albany R3 school district bond issue means investing in critical safety upgrades and long overdue facility improvements. This proposal will replace aging windows in both schools, address drainage and flood mitigation issues, upgrade essential building systems, and improve lighting for learning and safety for all.
Many of our facilities have reached the end of their expected lifespan.
This May, AHS will graduate our 100th class. Voting yes in April will improve our schools so we can graduate 100 more. Vote yes for 100 more years of AHS. This message was brought to you by Warriors Care. Mr. Cody Manring, Treasurer.
But I think Dalton kind of slowed up enough to hit home plate and not like just slide in as the pitcher Schleter was just kind of sitting there waiting on him instead of going towards him. I think that's how that was called safe there. So,
yeah, I think you're right. I think the throw was definitely there in time. This will be fouled straight back by William Fish. 1-1 count now.
So all the two other runners advanced as well. So Anthony now on third, Miller on second. So 2 more runners in scoring position with 1 out.
That one's low, ball 2. Two-1 is going to be grounded in foul territory on the first base side.
That's one of those balls that's hit down those lines. And it's not that far off. You better run because you never know when that one's going to hit a rock.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens. I mean, our field is usually pretty good, but it's not a major league field where there's not going to be a rock that's just kind of out there that might just ricochet it back in.
And William Fish watches that one on the outside, high and away corner for strike 3. And that'll bring up John Rigney to bat. He'll ground this one to the gap between short and third, and Oswald will knock it down, but not going to have a play with the speedy Rigney going to first base, and that will score Jay Anthony.
Hey, that one kind of hit in the hole there at short, and the shortstop there, Oswald tried to backhand it and able to knock it down, but unable to get turned around and able to throw out Rigney running to first, so now runners on second and first and 2 outs.
Miller had to stay at second base as now Zayden Palmer steps up, watches the first pitch go by for a ball.
Warriors did take their first lead, though, of the ball game, 3-2 here in the bottom of the third.
That one's low, ball 2. Runners stay put. Although that did get away from Winahan for a moment, but just not quite far enough. This will be hit hard into the left center field gap, and it's going to land in front of Parker Livengood, and Shea Miller will be held up at third base. But that 2-out single loads the bases.
Loads the bases for the top of the order coming up here as well. And kind of talked about it where if that might have been, instead of Shea Miller there at third base, maybe if it was Jay Anthony, maybe either Barrett or Dalton Worrell, Landa Hawkins, something like that, maybe they would have tested. But with Miller at third, they're not really willing to test that with 2 outs.
So 3-2 ball game here, but Worrell batting with the bases loaded and 2 out. That one's outside, ball 1. Going to have a timeout real quick here as one up pitch swung on a miss. That one looked to be inside, but Worrell offered at it.
Yeah, I'm kind of cut back inside on Worrell as he swung.
One's in the dirt. It's going to get by the catcher and gets stuck in the fence, so that will stop play. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Barrett Worrell.
And the 2-1.
Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Barrett Worrell, and Josh Sleeter in danger of walking home a run. One is going to be hit into center field. Center fielder moving back. That one's deep, and it's going to be off the wall. Throw back in, and that will score 2 runs off of the double by Barrett Worrell.
Yeah, 2 RBI double off the wall in dead center field. That's a big hit there for Barrett Worrell and gives now the Warriors a 3-run lead. And it looks like now we're going to see our first Albany Hy-Vee pitching change of the day. This pitching change here on Albany TV brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Healthcare works best when it feels simple, supportive, and close to home. That's why Mosaic Medical Center Albany is all in on making it easy to access the care you need. We're now offering one-call scheduling for all our primary care clinics in Albany, Grant City, New Hampton, and Stanberry, including radiology appointments. One call connects you to one team focused on connecting you to expert care without the hassle. Call 660-726-1295 to schedule an appointment today. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
Back in Albany, new pitcher on the mound here for the Wolves will be Tate Johnson. Josh Schleter moves to first base here. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here for Landon Hawkins. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single, and he watches that pitch go by for a ball.
You have to watch out here for the southpaw here in Johnson. Doesn't look like he throws the hardest, but there's sometimes you get some of those where they don't look like they throw the hardest, but man, sometimes those are some of the hardest to hit.
Yeah, it kind of throws off your timing a little bit. You really got to keep your weight back, and Hawkins, I think he just saw that he's lobbing him in there and decided he could crush that one and definitely chase one way out of the zone. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And Landon Hawkins sat down on strikes, but not before the Warriors complete 4 runs there in the inning. They now lead 5-2 as we head to the top of the 4th here in a moment on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Back here in Albany, the Warriors leading 5-2 here as we get set to begin the 4th inning. Landon Hawkins still on the mound for the Warriors as they now lead 5-2.
And Tate Johnson was able to pick up that strikeout to end the 3rd inning. Will lead off here for the Wolves.
Largest deficit of the game here for East Atchison here in the 4th inning.
First deficit of the game.
And we'll see here what Hawkins can do with this lead as Johnson swings and misses at the first pitch. Yeah, you're right. The first time that East Atchison has entered the inning trailing. That one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wind continues to blow out towards left center field here as they continue to feel the temperature dropping.
It's going to kind of tail inside, and that one could have hit Johnson, but somehow he hits it, but it's in foul territory.
Yeah, again, that's that dangerous one that kind of looks like it could go into the dugout there on that third base side, but
I think it was Johnson the last time too.
Yes.
Those inside pitches, he's not afraid of them. He'll turn and burn on those. Swung on and missed. Sat down on strikes by Landon Hawkins.
Maybe took a little offense to striking out the last time in the last inning.
I'll bring up Axel Slimp. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Did hit a deep one out, though, to center field that John Rigney was able to pull down. Looked like it had a chance to possibly go out with the wind blowing out, but
this will be popped up again. It's going to be in the infield. And Shea Miller kind of takes that one from Jay Anthony there as that one's caught by Miller for out number 2.
Did you kind of hear Coach Worrell from the dugout, hey, is somebody going to call that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the thing is maybe Miller was waiting for Anthony to call him off, and he just never did, or at least I didn't hear it. But that'll bring up Braden Smith to bat. He's 1 for 1 on the day and also has an RBI. Oh, and in the dirt, ball 1.
I'll say in Jay's defense here, you are wearing a headset, so.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's. I'm not saying that he didn't. This will be grounded to Danner at third base. He will field it cleanly. A little bit of a low throw, but Miller able to handle it. And the Warriors go 3 up, or make the Wolves go 3 up, 3 down here. They still lead 5-2 as we move to the bottom of the 4th here in a moment.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Back here in Albany, Warriors leading 5-2. It's Tate Johnson still on the mound here for East Atchison, as he just had the one batter there that last inning, and Dalton Worrell will lead things off here in the inning. He got things started off last inning by reaching base and then coming around to score, and that kind of kicked off the Warriors' big inning there as they plated 4 runs. And he will hit this one right back up the middle, and will get through to center field. Dalton Worrell reaches base once again, this time on a single.
Yeah, that time Worrell kind of expecting, just kind of the lob in from Johnson and took it right back up the middle. Hits it off the mound into center field.
That'll bring up Carter Danner. He's over 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. And, yeah, the pitcher like this, you just got to really keep your weight back and don't try to kill the ball. That can be really tempting there, but it rarely works out in your favor as Danner swings and misses at that one.
Also on a day like today, if it's a slow pitcher, the exit velocity is not going to be as high as either. So you're not going to more than likely hit one over the fence on something that's coming in that slow. So just try and get the ball put in play as well as possible.
That one misses. Ball 1. As Worrell will take off for second base. Throw is not going to be in time as Worrell doesn't slide and just about paid for it.
And he's hearing it from his third base coach and dad as well.
Yeah, 2-1 count now to Danner. I mean, yeah, he almost got thrown out there when he would have had no business being thrown out if he would have slid. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Danner. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Two is upstairs, ball 3, full count.
That one just north of the letters. You see Johnson looking in, home plate umpire say, just a little too high. So count moves full.
And Worrell will take off for third, but Danner fouls it off out of play.
Worrell will have to take the slow trot back to second.
Full count pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Danner reaches on a walk.
Reached on a walk, but man, some of those pitches right at the top of the zone they looked. I know I was one of those guys. I know you were too, Brett, because I called your games. But those pitches that were just at the top of the zone, those are always the ones that look most appetizing.
Yeah, definitely. Anthony will watch this one in the dirt go. Ball 1.
Both runners will advance. Sorry to kind of throw you underneath the bus there.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how to respond to that, really. It's a 1-0 count.
Hey, I agreed with you. I was one of those players too.
I was widely known as a great hitter.
Hey, you had the first home run in Albany baseball history.
Yep. This will be popped up into shallow left center field. It's kind of in the danger zone there. No one's going to be able to get to it. Runners had to pause momentarily, play at the plate. And Dalton just going to barely get by the tag there as he reaches home safely.
So I'm going to give Brody Winahan a little advice there. Instead of diving towards him coming down the line, dive towards home plate at him where he has to try and get by you. That way, instead, Worrell was just able to kind of get around him a little bit just by avoiding that tag where if you dive towards home, he has to leave the baseline.
6-2 is the score now, as that'll bring up Shea Miller to bat. He's been hit by a pitch and walked here in this one, and that one was upstairs.
So we've got runners here on third and second as the Warriors are giving a warning to get back into the dugout.
This will be hit into left field, and it's going to get down right in front of the left fielder, Parker Livengood. They're going to send Jay Anthony around third base. Throw is going to be offline and allow Anthony to score from second. The Warriors lead 8-2 there off the 2 RBI single by Shea Miller.
Warriors starting to extend this lead here. We talked about it already. East Atchison played yesterday in the game against Platte Valley, a conference game. So now, today, the non-conference game, you kind of throw in some pitchers maybe you might not necessarily do as much, and maybe they have a little bit longer leash.
And that'll bring up Will Fish to bat. Swung on a miss, strike one. William Fish is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, and he also reached base on an error. Swung on a miss, strike two.
Still nobody out yet here in this fourth inning with 3 runs already in and Miller on first.
And this will be hit into center field, right at the center fielder, Mason McMahon, and he will easily catch that one for out number 1. That'll bring up John Rigney to bat. Rigney is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and an RBI. Swung on a missed.
Miller took a big jump there at first, and as soon as the dugout said he was going, he kind of stopped and came back chuckling.
This will be weakly grounded down the third base line, but it's going to stay foul. No balls, 2 strikes. This will be grounded to the shortstop, Carter Oswald. Again, he has trouble with it. Not going to have a play for Rignius. That's going to get by the first baseman as well. They're going to try and get Miller out at third, and it gets by the third baseman. And now Miller's going to be able to score at home easily, and that's also going to allow Rigney to go to second base. Not a great fielding there by the Wolves, as there were 2 opportunities there. They should have just ate it.
So that's a mistake that just got compounded.
Yep.
By a couple more mistakes. It said it was, at first it was Oswald had some trouble with it, tried rushing the throw, got past Schleter, his throw to third was off the line, and then it ends up costing them a run, plus a runner at second base, still just 1 out, and the number 9 hitter, Palmer, coming to bat.
Yeah, with Rigney, Oswald just didn't have a play there. He could have saved that whole thing if he just ate it. That'll bring up Zayden Palmer to bat as he swings and misses at the first pitch. Palmer's 1 for 2 on the day. So he struck out and then singled. He's batted in 3 straight innings now. And he will hit this one right at the third baseman, Braden Smith, and he will make the easy catch there for out number 2.
You know, they call that the hot corner, but I don't think I've ever seen a play at third base where the third baseman never even had to move. That one was just right at him.
Yeah.
Just a nice, easy line drive. And
and that'll bring up Barrett Worrell to bat. He's 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That one's off the plate, ball 1.
Worrell in his last at bat hit one out to center field off the wall. With the bases loaded, ended up scoring 2.
This will be hit down the third base line, and it's going to be touched in foul or fair territory. Play at third base, and they get John Rigney trying to go to third. Not sure why he tried to go to third base there so late, but they get him sliding in. So the Warriors have a big inning there, but kind of a base running error will get them out of the inning, but not before they extend their lead to 9-2. So Wolves going to need a bit of a comeback here on Albany TV. We're back with more in a moment.
Prom night, wedding bells, the moments you'll remember forever start with the perfect look. This prom and wedding season make it easy with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From sharp, stylish tuxedo rentals that fit just right to beautiful corsages and boutonnieres designed to match your colors perfectly, Briar Patch has everything you need to complete your special day. Local service, personal attention, picture-perfect details. Stop by Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany and get ready to look your best when it matters most. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Back here on Albany TV, it's a 9-2 lead here for the Warriors as we start the 5th inning here. In this one, Warriors had 2 straight big innings, 4 runs in each inning, have given them this big lead as Tian Hanna, Carter Oswald, and Brody Winahan will be due up here in the top of the 5th. Tian Hanna is 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded that to third base there in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Hawkins in there, strike 1.
Freshman into his 5th inning of work here.
This will be popped up back behind home plate, out of play.
Sun trying to peek out of the clouds in the western sky.
Oh-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, but it's going to get by the catcher, Worrell. It's going to be a tough play at first base, and they're not going to get him in time, so Tian Hanna will reach first base despite striking out.
Yeah, it's a tough one to try and get the out there at first on a swing that's in the dirt, gets by you, and ricochets down the opposite side. So that's going to be a hard play there for Worrell, and runner on first now, still nobody out.
That'll bring up Carter Oswald to bat. He's 1 for 1. He singled and scored. That one's just outside, ball 1. So East Atchison trying to mount a little bit of a rally here, trailing by 7 here in the 5th inning. That'll be swung on a miss, strike 1. This will be popped up into right field. Right fielder Fish coming in on it, kind of stumbled a little bit, not going to have a play, and that will allow Tian Hanna to advance to second base. Carter Oswald in there with another single.
Yeah, you kind of saw it. Fish just kind of stumbled trying to come in on that one, and
that'll bring up the catcher, Brody Winahan. Winahan is also 1 for 1 on the day. Now he bats with runners on second and first. and nobody out.
We talked about Hawkins being a freshman and having a little bit of trouble trying to get through that first inning with a couple of long at-bats where he get through a lot of pitches. Only at 52 here.
That one's in there, strike one.
Is that just his 53rd pitch of the afternoon? So after that first inning, really has kind of settled into a nice little groove, but now has given up 2 leadoff base runners.
This will be lined into right to the shortstop. That time, Worrell was able to get it. They almost had the play at second base, but Hannah dives in just in time. So that'll be out number 1, and it'll bring up the top of the order again as Caden Nelson will come up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. That one's off the plate, ball 1. That one's in there for a strike. This will be fouled. Straight back into the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And runners on second and first here, still with 1 out. Double play would end the inning here for the Warriors.
This will be lined hard to the shortstop, Barrett Worrell. He'll take the easy out at third base. Nice heads-up play by him there to get the easy out at third.
Get the lead runner.
Oswald moves up to second base on that. And now that'll bring up Mason McMahon. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He does have an RBI thanks to a fielder's choice. This one's in the dirt, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. This will be grounded down the third base line. It's going to stay fair. Going to get by the glove of Carter Danner. This will score. Actually, they did give Carter Oswald the sign to go there for a moment.
I think it's T and Hannah.
Sorry.
That's at third.
Sorry, T and Hannah. You're right.
It looked like he kind of got that, and then all of a sudden they put the brakes on right at the last moment. He about blew a tire and
so he went back to third
almost
base.
got him out at third.
Yep. But it's going to be a single there for Mason McMahon. Outside, ball 1. Bases loaded here for East Atchison. This is tipped foul. That is Carter Oswald there at third base. Hannon got thrown out on the fielder's choice. It's a 1-1 count now to Schlueter, who started the game on the mound. Now he's at first base. Oh, it's high and tight, ball 2. Outside, ball 3. Now Hawkins trying to not walk in a run here with a 3-1 count.
Yeah, so Hawkins has really gone pretty good through the first 4 innings. This really kind of been the only inning he's kind of had some trouble, and he's going to walk in the run here.
So he works Schleter works the walk there. Oswald will score another run. And there's still bases loaded here with Tate Johnson coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 of the day. But batting in a big spot here with a base hit. The Wolves can eat into this lead a little bit. Watch as strike one go by.
Yeah. A big hit here by Johnson really could kind of change the landscape of this game and make what you feel is a comfortable lead into what you're kind of sitting there going, hold on to your britches. This could, let's see if we can get out of this. But
he swings and misses at strike two there. Oh, 2 to Johnson. Swung on a miss, strike three. So the Wolves do plate one, but they still trail 9-3. Warriors will have a chance to put this one away here if they can score 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're back with more here in a moment on Albany TV.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Back here in Albany for the bottom of the 5th inning, Warriors leading 9-3. They've scored 4 runs in 2 innings straight. Another inning like that will end this one here with a 13-3 lead. We'll see here what the Warriors can do. Landon Hawkins will be leading things off here in this inning. He's 1 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. One of those strikeouts coming to Tate Johnson, who Hawkins was the first batter that he faced when he came into the game. So Johnson has now faced the entire Warrior lineup through one time.
Yeah, Warriors were able to send 8 batters to the plate last inning.
First pitch into Hawkins. We fouled back out of play. Oh, 1 to Johnson, or 0-1 to Hawkins outside, ball 1. One pitch here to Hawkins. Upstairs, ball 2. Upstairs, ball 3. Swung on and missed. Full count now for Landon Hawkins. This will be fouled off again, out of play.
Hawkins just kind of shaking his head in disbelief. You know, watching him come in and just, it's hard once you get used to something to see it come in slower or faster to try and get that pacing down of when to swing, and that one just misses as he walks. But
so it's a leadoff walk for Landon Hawkins. That'll bring up Dalton Worrell. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and 2 runs scored. Hawkins takes off for second base. Throw is going to be a little bit offline, and Hawkins slides in safely as that pitch into Dalton was called a ball.
Yeah, that one more towards the second base, or the second base side of second base instead of the shortstop side of second base, and kind of bounced away. Because with the left-handed batter up, you've got the shortstop. That should be covering second.
Outside, ball 2.
And even with there being a runner on second base, with the shortstop holding at second, there's a lot of room between third and second base. Worrell known to be a pretty good hitter to the opposite field.
Outside once again, 3 balls, no strikes here to Dalton Worrell. Hawkins will take off, but stop and go back to second base, as that will be a 4-pitch walk. 2 walks to open up this inning. And that'll bring up Carter Danner. Danner's 0 for 2 on the day. He has 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a run scored. That one's in there, strike 1. Hawkins again kind of took off running and then stopped on a dime and went back to second base. This will be grounded back to the pitcher. He's going to go to third base, and he's going to get him by just a step there, as that underhand toss was kind of a risky play there. It looked like Hawkins might have been able to slide in safely. They did just beat him. So Worrell will move to second base. Danner goes to first. That'll bring up Jay Anthony to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk, a single, and a run scored. He swings and misses at the first pitch as Worrell will take third base. And they get him trying to evade the tag, but he can't do it. I think that's just 2 outs.
I said a couple of the players started to run off. Tate Johnson smartly ran up and grabbed the ball knowing it was only 2 outs. And
good job by
because Carter
him.
Danner was still on second base about ready to take off for third.
Yeah, great job by Johnson to know what was going on there. It looked like all the rest of his teammates I thought was out number 3. So 2 outs now with that failed steal attempt there by Dalton Worrell.
So they're trying to talk that it's a new batter, but it's not. There was a pitch thrown, which the throw down to third, but it should be an 0-1 count here.
Swung on a miss, strike 2. This will be popped up foul out of play on the first base side.
As it lands in amongst the fans there down that first base side.
This will be hit hard through into center field. Danner will get the wave around to go to first or go home. He'll score easily as that one got by Mason McMahon. And Jay Anthony will hold up at first base with an RBI single.
So Warriors able to get one around after having 2 players called out at third base. After the 2-out single by Anthony, brings up Miller.
Shea is 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. He's reached base all 3 times he's come to the play, and there you have Jay Anthony in a rundown. Running back to first base here, and they will. Okay, so we have two different calls here. Home plate umpire said he's out. Base umpire said he's safe. I think the base umpire is going to. They're going to
talk about it now.
I'm going to tell you, from our angle, it looked like he missed the tag.
I said the second base umpire would have had the view better for the tag. So they're going to change it. He's going to be safe. And now he's going to have to explain it to the East Atchison coach here about what.
Yeah. But again, like we always say, you're not going to change the umpire's mind, but you kind of understand
another umpire can change the umpire's mind, but a coach cannot.
Yeah. So while they discuss things here, it's still a 10-3 lead here for Albany. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. It's a 1-0 count for Shea Miller, who is the batter. And
now I will say for East Atchison's coach here, Cal Nichols, it has seemed like any close play has gone against East Atchison, but it has always been just a little off on the tags. I mean, we talked about it here at home plate. You know, he dove towards the third base side rather than diving towards home. There's always just been those slight things that have kind of caused East Atchison to not get the outs in those situations. And it kind of looks like that's the same way here. It just kind of evading that tag. And
well, I understand. I understand the reasoning to go out there and talk about it, but I do think that was the right call there. I think they did miss the tag. But we'll resume play now. Shea Miller.
If you want, you can go back and rewatch that. We do have that play now on. You'll just have to might have to be towards the end of the game when you have to replay it, but it is on there. I did make sure I got it.
They'll check Anthony at first base. He gets back in safely. It's a 1-0 count for Shea Miller. Warriors leading 10-3. And there's strike one. Swing on and hit this one. It's going to be a little flare into shallow left field and get down in left center, as that'll be another single there for Shea Miller.
10-3 is the Warrior lead here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. 2 runners on, 2 outs.
That'll bring up William Fish. He's 0 for 3 on the day. And he'll pop this one up in the infield. The pitcher, Tate Johnson, will make the catch, and that will do it here for the fifth inning, but not before the Warriors play another run. They now lead 10-3 as we move to the sixth here in a moment on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Back out here here in Albany, it's a 10-3 lead here for the Warriors as we head into the sixth inning. The Wolves down to their last 6 outs here as they trail by 7. And it will be Axel Slimp, Braden Smith, and Tian Hanna leading things off here in the inning. Axel Slimp is 0 for 2 on the day, 2 flyouts. 1 to center, 1 to second. He's looking to give the Wolves offense a spark here against the Warriors. He will foul that pitch off out of play. Pitch inside, just missed. Coming in and hitting Slimp. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So we kind of talked about it off camera there in between innings. This will be the 74th pitch of the afternoon here for the freshman Hawkins.
And he will, Slimp will line this one into center field. John Rigney will land right in front of him, and it will be a leadoff single here for Axel Smith. And that will bring up Braden Smith, as I think we're going to have a courtesy runner here.
Yeah, it'll be Parker Livengood, the flex player that's starting in left field today. He'll come in and pinch run here for Slimp.
So Braden Smith, third baseman, will step in the box. He's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI here today. Looking to keep this run going here for East Atchison. It's 10-3 ball game here. Runner on first base. Nobody out here for Braden Smith. And there's strike 1.
So with that, Hawkins has 20 more pitches to get through the next 2 innings.
This will be popped up into center field. John Rigney calls off the shortstop Barrett Worrell and makes the catch for out number 1.
I will say in defense there, Brett, I did hear him yell on that one. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, and you could see you could see Barrett clear off. Yep. As that's the right play. You keep going
and
back.
That should be the center fielder's ball, because Barrett's having to run out, looking behind him. That's
as the infielder, you keep going out until you hear the call off, and as the outfielder, you got to get there and make the call, as that'll bring up T and Hannah, and he watches strike 1 go by. This will be popped up, foul, out of play.
As it hits off the top of the dugout there down the first base side. Wind continues to blow out to center field, as it has pretty much all afternoon.
Oh, 2 to Hannah, swung on and grounded weakly to third base. Carter Danner will pick it up, throw over to first base, and a nice scoop there by Shea Miller for out number 2.
Miller really kind of an unheralded defensive first baseman, really can dig him out at first with some of the best.
Yeah, certainly not afraid of the ball. He gets right in front of that thing, and he will dig it out for sure, as Axel Slimp moves up to second base on that one. And that'll bring up Carter Oswald to bat. He's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 runs scored. Been the most consistent guy by far in this Wolf lineup today. That one's taken for ball 1. Ball 2. Just low, I think.
Yes.
Maybe a little outside too. This will be popped up in the infield. Miller moving under it and will make the catch for out number 3. So the Warriors keep this at a 7-run ball game. They lead 10-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here in a moment.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
Hager with a full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
Up here by Jimmy Pompa. His shot at the buzzer. Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 to today, right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. Looking for the best deals right here at home? You'll find it in the New Shopper. Every week, the New Shopper brings you community updates, local events, and money-saving bargains from businesses you know and trust. Whether you're checking out sales, finding services, or just staying connected with your neighbors, the New Shopper keeps you in the loop. Want your message in every home? Advertise in the New Shopper, where community shops first.
And welcome back out to Albany as we are ready to begin the bottom of the 6th inning here. It's a new pitcher for the Wolves, Braden Smith. And the first pitch by him will hit Rigney. He'll take first base.
Came in and hit him in the foot. Tried getting out of the way and just barely hit his foot.
Tate Johnson goes back to first base. Josh Schleter will take over at third base. Those are the defensive adjustments as Zayden Palmer comes at the bat next. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Warriors can either score 3 runs in this inning and end it, or end it in the top of the 7th.
Well, as the sun has decided to hide behind the clouds and the wind has picked up, I'd be okay with 3 runs.
three quick ones, not 3 like by a bunch of walks.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed there.
Thank you for clarifying. That is correct. 1-1 count here.
Yeah, 1-1 count here to Zayden Palmer. This will be swung on and hit hard through the gap into center field. Going to be a play at second base, but McMahon couldn't quite handle the throw. I think they might have got Rigney if he would have been able to handle that. But it's a single for Zayden Palmer.
Yeah, Rigney kind of had to stop and make sure that one was going to get down, and it kind of almost cost him there at second base as the order flips back over.
So Barrett does represent what would be the winning run here with 2 runners on, and he is 4 for 4 on the day with 3 RBIs. This one's inside, ball 1. 4 for 4, 3 of them singles.
And what a really long double.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of those singles were to the opposite field. It's just the type of hitter he is. Really good at taking it the opposite way. That one's outside, ball 2. To Barrett. That one catches the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 to Worrell. Be fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. This will be grounded to the third baseman. Going to go for the out at third. Not going to have a play at first base with Barrett Worrell's speed. So he does get a fielder's choice there, but just the one out there for the Wolves.
And that was a smart play there by Schleter. Just step on third, get the first out, and then look to see if you have that play at first. And saw he didn't have it, wisely ate it, and didn't compound a mistake there.
Jones inside here to Hawkins.
Hawkins may be a little excited not to see Tate Johnson out on the mound. He's not seeing that one coming in very well.
Hawkins is 1 for 3 on the day. He's singled, struck out twice, and walked. It's upstairs, ball 2. It's in there, strike 1.
Smith, I don't believe very happy with the strike zone. Kind of made a little motion there after that pitch was called a strike, and wondering why the pitch before wasn't. But
this will be popped up, and it's going to be in the infield. Infield fly rule is called, so Hawkins will be out.
So now 2 outs in the inning with runners on second and first. Warriors still ahead by 7 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
That'll bring up Dalton Worrell to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the day. He singled, scored 2 runs, and also walked. Pitcher to Worrell will be hit into center field. Center fielder moving back on it. This is going to be off the wall. This will score at least. This will score 2 runs, or no, 1 run. Thought that Barrett was going to get the wave around there, but he's held up, and that's going to be a long single for Dalton Worrell.
That'll bring up Carter Danner here with 2 runners in scoring positions with 2 outs, leading by 8 now here in the inning.
Danner is 0 for 3 on the day. He's walked and also reached on the fielder's choice and scored 2 runs. This will be upstairs as Dalton Worrell will take second base without a throw.
Take that back. Now there are 2 runners in scoring position.
That one was almost caught Carter Danner in the head. Able to duck out of the way of it, though. This will be hit back into the fence for a foul ball.
So 1-1 count now to Danner.
And there's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Danner. They'll throw to third, and Worrell will get back in safely. Danner swung on and missed, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning as Danner strikes out for the 3rd time today. And we'll go to the top half of the 7th inning with the Warriors leading 11-3. We'll see here if the Wolves can mount a comeback or if the Warriors can close this one out for their 3rd victory of the season here in a moment.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
There's something special happening in downtown Albany. Our small town charm, our local businesses, and our historic Main Street are the heart of our community. And now we're investing in the future. From restoring storefronts to supporting entrepreneurs to creating new places for families and visitors to gather, Main Street Albany is leading the revitalization of our downtown. When you shop local, volunteer, or support Main Street projects, you're helping build a stronger, brighter Albany for generations to come. Join us as we keep moving forward. Main Street Albany, investing in our community, restoring our history, and building our future.
Are you needing more space in your home and looking to remodel, or just start from scratch and have your dream home built? Then contact Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany. Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany can help you with all of your building needs. Big or small, they do it all at Williams Construction LLC and Electric. Contact them today at 660-483-0255 or 660-726-2417.
And welcome back out to Albany as it's time for the top half of the seventh inning. It is, once again, Landon Hawkins out there for the Warriors, seeing if he can throw a complete game here.
He's got 14 pitches to work with. He's at 81 at the moment. His max is 95. So
it'll be Brody Winahan here leading things off for the Wolves. The 9-1-2 hitters due up. That one's in there, strike one. Brody is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. He'll line this one hard, but it's going to be in foul territory on the third base side. Caught a good piece of that one, but pulled it foul. His head coach had to kind of duck out of the way of that one. Sometimes the most dangerous place on the field to be is the coach's box.
yes. Well, especially whenever you're not quite standing in the coach's box. A lot of the third base coaches never stand in the coach's box. Always a little bit outside it, but
this will be lined to third base. Danner fields it on a hop, throw over to first, and it's going to be low, and Miller can't dig that one. And that one hurts. It's got to sting a little bit for the freshman pitcher Landon Hawkins, who's trying to throw a complete game here. And he got him out there, but his defense couldn't help him out there. So Winahan will reach base on the error, and that'll bring up Caden Nelson, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Sorry, 0 for 2 on the day. He walked in the first inning and then hit into 2 fielders' choices. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. This will be grounded again to third, and it's going to get under the glove of Carter Danner, as that one was kind of in the gap between third base and shortstop, and neither one of them could get there, as it's a single there for Caden Nelson.
And with that, you kind of see this complete game kind of slipping away here.
Yeah, going to need
from Hawkins, as he's going to need some help here to get out of this one, I have a feeling.
Going to need a quick double play here by Mason McMahon. He did hit into a double play earlier in the game, but it was kind of a weird one. It was a pop fly, and Caden Nelson wasn't quite sure where the ball was, and he got doubled off trying to get back to first. But you're going to need something like that to happen here to get 2 quick outs, maybe even 3, but that would be something crazy, as that one's in there for strike 1. That one's low, ball 1.
Just for all of you watching at home, if he does go over that limit, the Warriors definitely do not want that, because that is a forfeiture of the game plus a 1-game suspension of the coach. I only know that rule because I've seen it happen already here.
Yep, Warriors have had that happen a couple seasons ago, as that one swung on a missed strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he can finish the at-bat, or the batter.
Yes.
But you cannot start a batter out after.
This will be
95.
hit to the shortstop, Barrett Worrell, but he can't get the glove on it, as that will score 1 run. Throw home will not be in time as Brody Winahan scores from second base. That's an RBI single from Mason McMahon. That'll bring up John Schluter, but we'll have a timeout here by the Warriors, and this will probably be that pitching change you were talking about. We'll wait just a moment to make sure that that's what the Warriors are going to do, but pretty certain that's what's going to happen here as Coach Worrell comes out to the plate. But we do have a Pettyjohn Auto Center visit to the mound. Remember, during this visit to the mound, check out Pettyjohn Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We're back.
And it is going to be an Albany Hy-Vee pitching change as well.
This pitching change on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Back with more in a moment.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
On Tuesday, April 7th, Albany voters have an important decision to make.
Voting yes on the Albany R3 school district bond issue means investing in critical safety upgrades and long overdue facility improvements. This proposal will replace aging windows in both schools, address drainage and flood mitigation issues, upgrade essential building systems, and improve lighting for learning and safety for all.
Many of our facilities have reached the end of their expected lifespan.
This May, AHS will graduate our 100th class. Voting yes in April will improve our schools so we can graduate 100 more. Vote yes for 100 more years of AHS. This message was brought to you by Warriors Care. Mr. Cody Manring, Treasurer.
Back here on Albany TV, it's Barrett Worrell who will take over for Landon Hawkins. Hawkins takes over at shortstop where Barrett was. I think we had a check swing there, but I think that was a called ball.
Yes, they didn't go around there.
It's Josh Schluter there batting here. That one's in the dirt. Runners on second and first. It's an 11-4 ball game here in favor of the Warriors, trying to close this one out. Outside, ball 3. The 2 runners on base are Landon Hawkins' responsibility, so while he has 4 earned runs to his credit right now, it could be 6, as Worrell will walk Schluter on 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Tate Johnson, who already has 1 really long out on the day.
Johnson's 0 for 2. He struck out twice and walked. In the dirt, ball 1, and some early struggles here for Barrett Worrell. And the Warriors leading by 7, but 3 runners on base. Shot in the gap here makes this interesting. Just missed. Ball 2. Just a little bit off the plate there. This will be swung on and fouled off again toward the Warrior dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike. This will get by Dalton Worrell, but not far enough for the runner on third base, Caden Nelson, to try and score. But 3 balls, 1 strike here to Tate Johnson.
And for Barrett, this is a tough spot to come in here with 2 runners on, nobody out. Give up that first walk, and
swung on and missed. Count moves full. Three-two pitch. outside. Walks in a run. And the bases will remain loaded as Axel Slimp will bat next. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a single.
Actually, looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Finn Hurst. That's going to come in to pinch hit.
So Hurst will step into the box for his first plate appearance of the day. We'll see here what he can do in kind of a big spot. His team trailing by 6, but the bases loaded and still nobody out.
Warriors need an out in the worst way here.
One's in the dirt. Ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. One's in there, strike 1. Upstairs, ball 3. This is going to be popped up on the left field side. Is it going to stay fair? It is. The runners are going to go here. They had a little bit of a delayed start, but 2 runs are going to score. Throw into the infield, but not before Finn Hurst comes in with a 2 RBI double here to make this an 11-7 ball game.
So now you got runners on third and second, still nobody out.
That'll bring up Braden Smith to bat. First pitch was a called ball 1. He is 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. And now his team trailing by just 4. Swung on and missed, strike 1.
4 runs already in here this inning for East Atchison as they're trying to claw back into this game here in the 7th inning.
Outside, ball 2. This will be popped up into left field. Left fielder moving back on it, kind of stumbles and can't come up with it. Zayden Palmer lets that one drop into left field, and another run will score for East Atchison.
Now a 3-run lead as the tying run will now come to the plate here for East Atchison after that RBI double.
Hurst will go to third on that.
We're going to have a pinch runner here as Knox Oswald is going to come in to pinch run here for Braden Smith.
That'll bring up Tian Hanna to bat. He's 0 for 3 on the day, and the Warriors need an out here in the worst way as Dalton Worrell's going to call a timeout here with tying right at the plate and still nobody out. So Warriors just going to try to kind of recollect themselves here because at the start of this inning it looked like this was going to be no problem, but Hawkins kind of ran out of gas there and couldn't get an out. They bring in Barrett Worrell, and he's really struggling here to find the plate, and when he does, the Wolves are just hitting him.
So Hannah up at bat here is the tying run here for East Atchison. Still nobody out here in this top half of the 7th inning.
Late strike call. That one was in there.
That one's going to be
two.
Tipped back right off the umpire.
So I do believe it is 0-2. It was kind of a delayed strike call there, but I think we did get one. Yep, 0-2. This will be lined to the shortstop. Hawkins can't come up with it. It's going to get under his glove. One run will score. Another run's coming around to score. Throw is offline. Play at the plate, not in time. Not Finn Hurst. It's Braden Smith diving in.
No, that was actually Knox Oswald that dove in safely.
That's right. Knox Oswald dives in safely just past the glove of Dalton Worrell off of the RBI double there. It's RBI double from T and Hannah.
So the tying run now on first here for East Atchison. Warriors still looking for their first out here in the 7th inning.
That'll bring Carter Oswald to bat. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. The trouble here with the Warriors, though, is if you let the Wolves tie this up or even take the lead, they're going to have all the momentum, have a lot of confidence going into the bottom half of the inning as that was in there for strike 1.
The other one you have to look at is how far long do you let Barrett go, knowing he's probably going to have to start tomorrow at Princeton in a conference game.
Ball 2.
He's only allowed to go 30 pitches, but you don't want to completely ruin his psyche on it as well.
This will be lined into shallow center field. A nice attempt there by Jay Anthony, but he couldn't quite come up with it. Nice diving attempt there, but Hannah's in safely.
I could just see. I would imagine that you'll see Coach Worrell come out and at least just kind of settle down the infield a little bit here. That's exactly what we're going to see.
So we have another Pettyjohn Auto Center visit to the mound. Remember, during this visit to the mound, check out Pettyjohn Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We're back with more in a moment.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
And we will have an Albany Hy-Vee pitching change. This pitching change on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. It will be the 2 Worrell brothers, I believe, switching spots. It will be Dalton coming into pitch, and I believe Barrett will probably catch. We'll take another quick break and be back with more here in a moment as the Warriors trying to desperately hold on to this lead.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
Back here in Albany, Dalton Worrell now ready to go here, and he comes on with the Warriors leading by 1 run. And runners on second and first. So
last time we saw Dalton here on Albany TV, he pitched a complete game against Platte Valley.
Yeah, and pitching in a very high-pressure situation here as the first pitch there to Brody Winahan is swung on and missed for strike 1.
It's a tying run on second, leading run now on first here for East Atchison. Still nobody out.
Off the plate, ball 1.
again, after Winahan, the lineup will turn over.
Fouled off into the fence. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And this will be grounded to the third baseman, Carter Danner. He'll step on first for 1 out, step on third for 1 out, throw to first is in time for out number 2, and a huge double play there by Carter Danner.
And a smart play there to step on third, immediately get that throw over to first. It did kind of roll up, but Miller able to dig it out. And now you have that tying run on second, but now 2 outs in the inning. And you have the top of the order turning over here to Caden Nelson.
Caden Nelson is 1 for 3 on the day. He singled and scored and also walked. Now batting here with a tying run at second base and 2 outs.
And I believe this is his second at bat this inning, correct?
Yes, the order has now, or they've batted around this inning. Huge spot here for the leadoff hitter. Outside ball, ball 1. Got to find a way to put this ball in play, find a gap, and score that tying run.
Carter Oswald was taking a large lead at second base.
It's in the dirt, ball 2.
Because he knows if this ball gets down anywhere in play, he's got to try and score from second to tie this game up.
This will be grounded down the line, and that's going to get by the glove of Carter Danner. Zayden Palmer's going to scoop it up, throw home. Barrett Worrell's going to have to come up and get it, and the tying run scores off the double there by Caden Nelson.
Down 8 runs to begin the inning. They've come back and tied it here at 11 with 2 outs. And a runner still on second base here for East Atchison.
Now that'll bring up Mason McMahon. He's 2 for 4 on the day with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And now it is a tie ball game. The comeback has been made here. This will be fouled, and
that one kind of comes back and hits off the catcher, Barrett Worrell.
We're going to have a quick timeout here. Be back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook.
First pitch back from Dalton misses high.
1-1 count here to Mason McMahon. This will be popped up foul out of play. 1-2 count now.
Hey, get him here. Let's go. Finish him. Right here, right now. Let's go.
One-two pitch upstairs, ball 2.
Come on now.
Dalton will step off here. Big pitch coming up. Wants to make sure he's able to deliver this one where he wants it. In the dirt, ball 3. Full count now to Mason McMahon. Three-two pitch from Dalton. It fouled off. McMahon will see another pitch. Another full count pitch coming. Swung on and missed, strike 3, so the comeback is made. But the Warriors do mitigate the damage. We'll see here if they can get a walk-off here in the bottom of the 7th here in a moment on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete record service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Prom night, wedding bells, the moments you'll remember forever start with the perfect look. This prom and wedding season make it easy with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From sharp, stylish tuxedo rentals that fit just right, to beautiful corsages and boutonnieres designed to match your colors perfectly, Briar Patch has everything you need to complete your special day. Local service, personal attention, picture-perfect details. Stop by Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany and get ready to look your best when it matters most. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Back here on Albany TV, bottom of the 7th inning. It's an 11-11 tie ball game here. It'll be Jay Anthony, Shea Miller, and William Fish here due up here in the bottom half of the inning. Warriors gave up 8 runs in that top half of the 7th inning, so trying to walk this one off when I think that was the last thing that was on anybody's mind at the start of that 7th inning.
Yeah, and things started to get a little testy there in that top half of the 7th inning as well. So
Jay will step into the box here. This will be popped up in foul territory. Looks like it's going to be in play and caught for out number 1. And that'll bring up Shea Miller to bat. Miller is 2 for 2 on the day with 3 runs scored and an RBI. He's also been hit by a pitch and walked. Inside ball 1. Ball 2.
Miller almost wore it again. He's already been hit once. He's got out of the way of a few already today.
Outside ball 3. Miller called timeout there.
Smith having a Took him and Wenahan a long time to kind of connect on the pitch they wanted to throw, so Miller called time, was granted it, right as Smith was entering into his windup.
3-0 pitch in there, strike one. Three-one pitch, fouled off, out of play, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two pitch, upstairs, ball 4. So the winning run is on base. We're going to have a pinch runner coming in, and it will
be Ricardo Kopf. That'll come into pinch run here for Miller.
So Ricardo definitely coming in for some added speed here. We'll see if he's going to be aggressive or if they just want the added speed in case of a base hit, but nonetheless, it'll bring up William Fish to bat. He's 0 for 4 on the day.
I do know Kopp has been having some troubles a little bit with some of his legs, as he did not run in the relay yesterday for the track team, but comes into pinch run here with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning in a tie ball game.
And there's strike one. Inside ball 1. Looked like for a moment there they were going to try to throw down to first, but Koff gets back. This will be lined to second base. Going to get through. Ricardo's going to be held up at second base, but a base hit there for William Fish moves Ricardo up to second base.
I believe that's the first hit of the day for Fish, and it couldn't come at a bigger time there, as it brings up John Rigney to bat.
Rigney is 1 for 3 on the day. He does have an RBI, and the Warriors hoping for another base hit here. He got the RBI thanks to a single in the 3rd inning.
With the tie ball game, they are going to try and hold Fish on at first.
Going to square around the bunt and pops it up back behind home plate into the fence.
It's the second time Rigney's attempted a bunt today. First time he missed. That time bounces it off the backstop. With Zayden Palmer on deck here for the Warriors.
This will be popped up into the infield. Infield fly rule is called, and Rigney is out. And that'll bring up Zayden Palmer. He's 2 for 4 on the day with a single and a run scored. And now it's his turn to try and play hero.
Freshman comes up in a big spot here, just trying to keep this lineup moving here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Swung on a miss, strike one. Even if you don't get the winning run across, you got to find a way to get on base here, whether it be a walk or something, because then you get the top of the order up. Just at the very least, you got to get on base. Oh, 1 is outside, ball 1. Ball 2. Upstairs ball 3. It's going to get away from the catcher, but not far enough for Ricardo to try and advance.
That one may be one where you could have with the speed of Ricardo, but again, not knowing baseball, his first year playing baseball, it's something you don't really want to try and attempt. You don't want to make that third out at third base.
Yeah. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Upstairs ball 4. Bases loaded. Zayden Palmer works the walk. And now it's Barrett Worrell with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Nowhere to put him. He will be the last hitter of this inning one way or another.
And it looks like we're going to have another visit to the mound here, brought to you by Petty John Auto Center.
And remember, during this visit to the mound, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
Back here in Albany as that visit to the mound is over, and Barrett Worrell steps into the box.
Bases loaded, 2 outs here, 11-11 ball game, bottom of the 7th inning.
Braden Smith on the mound, first pitch to him.
Almost comes in and hits him, almost wins it right there off of the hit by pitch.
Barrett's not saying that it hit him, so must not have hit him. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball 2. Two-0 from Smith. In the dirt, ball 3. 3-0 count. Braden Smith in danger of walking in the winning run.
We'll see if Worrell will have the red light here on a 3-0, which you'd figure bases loaded. Normally you would, but we'll see.
.30 from Smith. In there, strike 1.
Barrett thought he looked at ball 4 there, was getting ready to toss the bat and jog down to first. But now with the 3-1, he'll have the green light.
You can see Braden Smith really taking his time in between each pitch.
Checking the runner Ricardo Koff at third, not very large a lead at third.
Ball 4. Ricardo Kopp will come home. He is the winning run. A really close ball 4 call there, but the Warriors, after an 8-run inning, they get the winning run here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. They win 12-11, and we're back with your BTC Bank postgame here in a moment on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Back here on Albany TV, here for your BTC Bank postgame. Remember, tonight's postgame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank here for good. It was a 12-11 win for the Warriors, so they went into that last inning up 8 runs, I believe it was, and the 8-run inning did not come back to bite the Warriors as they got a walk-off walk in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's go ahead and go over the stats here for the game, starting with the East Atchison Wolves. Caden Nelson, he goes 2 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Mason McMahon goes 2 for 5 with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Sorry about that. Josh Sleeter, starting with him, he went 0 for 2 with a run scored, an RBI, and 2 walks. It was Tate Johnson who went 0 for 2, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and 2 walks. Axel Slimp went 1 for 3. And then it was Finn Hurst who would pinch hit for him late in the game. He went 1 for 1 with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Then Braden Smith, he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. It was Tian Hanna who went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And then Carter Oswald went 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored. And rounding out the lineup, Brody Winahan went 1 for 4 with a run scored. Pitching for East Atchison, it was Josh Schluter who started the game. He went 2 1/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, none earned, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. And then it was Tate Johnson who went 2 1/3 innings, 7 hits, gave up 5 runs, all earned, 3 walks and a strikeout. And then Braden Smith closed the game out there with an inning and 2/3. He gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Now switching gears here to the Warriors. Barrett Worrell, who ended up getting the walk-off walk there, went 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs and that big walk like we talked about. Landon Hawkins went 1 for 4 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Dalton Worrell went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, an RBI and a walk. Carter Danner went 0 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Jay Anthony went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a walk and a strikeout. Shea Miller went 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. And Will Fish went 1 for 5. And John Rigney went 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. And Zayden Palmer went 2 for 4 with a run scored. And pitching for the Warriors, Landon Hawkins, big day for him other than the ending there. He went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, did have 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. That his line was really inflated there due to the nightmare inning the Warriors had in the 7th. Barrett Worrell goes 0 innings. He didn't record an out. He gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and then Dalton Worrell will get the win there with his 1 inning of work, 1 hit, and a strikeout. So a lot happened there, a lot of stats, but the Warriors able to pull it out.
Yeah, it was a nightmare 7th inning for the Warriors. I mean, it started out where Landon Hawkins comes in. Okay, can he finish off the game, get the complete game as a freshman pitcher here for the Warriors, and then started to have some trouble. You kind of saw it early part of the 7th inning. Had 2 runners on, nobody out. Barrett came in, just didn't quite have it today. All of a sudden you look up, he's coming out of the game. It's a 3-run game. Dalton comes in. He has a little bit of trouble. All of a sudden you look up, the score is tied, and then things started to get a little testy towards the end. After it really, I mean, the big play in that 7th inning, you want to talk about it, was that ground ball to Carter Danner at third base, stepped on third, threw over to first base. That got the 2 outs. And without that, I mean, at that point, Warriors were still ahead by a run. You're like, hey, maybe they can still win this here in the top half of the 7th, but they give up another hit, ends up scoring. I said the defense kind of had some miscues there in that 7th inning, had some pitches that just couldn't quite find the strike zone. And then when it came around the second time, all of a sudden, Warriors were starting to get some stuff going. They were able to get some people that got some walks. They got a couple of big hits when they needed them, and then that big walk to end it there by Barrett, and Warriors still end up squeaking by with the run. And
now it's time for our Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game is sponsored by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North. Winter Circle North in Albany has all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, and everything else you need for your next event or celebration. It's not our Player of the Game, though he did have the rough night pitching. It's got to go to Barrett Worrell because he went 4 for 5, 4 RBIs, a walk, and then that walk was the one that brought in the winning run. So a tough night pitching for him, of course, but he had a good night defensively, and, of course, the amazing night with 4 RBIs from the plate as well. So Warriors had to sweat this one out, but they did come away with the win. I think they definitely used more pitchers than they wanted to, especially considering that they have to go on the road tomorrow to Princeton for a big district game. But
conference game.
Sorry.
Might be district, too. I'm not certain.
Well,
At the district
definitely
yet,
a conference game for sure. That's what I meant to say anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll see what the Warriors can do tomorrow. Of course, they a big win tonight, and then another win tomorrow will get them back to 500, 4-4. So a big stretch of the season coming up here for the Warriors. But before we leave, let's go ahead and take a moment to thank all of our sponsors who, of course, make it possible for us to bring you high school baseball action here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Warner Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company of Albany, Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls in Albany, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, Sublime Formal Wear in Albany, East Fork Lodge and the Legacy Event Center in Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, JC Designs in Albany, B&B Barbecue of Albany, Mosaic Medical Center in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction of Albany, Main Street Albany, Albany Booster Club, the Albany School District, the Craig, Fairfax, and Tarkio School Districts, and the Premier News Shopper, both in Albany. Again, I'm Brett Williams. For myself, Brett Williams, and Jared Rolvis. So long tonight from Albany. We'll see you tomorrow for some more high school baseball action from Princeton.